Welcome to my channel, Tiny Table Tarot. Hey everyone. All right, we are doing an August reading. We're going to see, just a general overview of what's happening in the month of August. And we'll just jump right into it. Aries. Aries, let's see. So things will be looking a lot better in the month of August for you. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling as though it's going to be looking a lot better for you in the month of August. Things will be turning in your favor, but it does require you to take some action. It does require you to get up and do the things that you need to do. There could also be something that's going on with your appearance. So maybe you're changing your appearance in some sort of way as well. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Somebody might not be happy with an outcome that works out in your favor or that goes in your favor. I'm having deja vu, so a deja vu moment or several deja vu moments may happen for you in the month of August. There could be some sort of turning point in your career as well. So you might be wanting to do something different, change your department, switch something up at work, switch something up with your product. But you could be looking at this as something that you want to do slowly. So this isn't a drastic change. So let's say you are an entrepreneur and you would like to change some sort of product that you have. It kind of feels like you're going to wait until you're out of stock of one so that you can transition to something else. Or maybe you're changing your pricing or something like that. There's some sort of change that's happening with work or finances in the month of August. But I feel like this is a kind of a slow change. And you may even be going back to something. So let's say you did switch departments or you did, you know, launch that new product. It feels like you could be saying, I think I kind of want to go back to the old department, or I kind of like the old or existing product. Something like that is happening. It feels like you could be making major decisions when it comes to work and money in the month of August. There's also someone who will be making a fool of themselves, and I feel like they're going to do so publicly. So you won't have to worry about this because they're going to make a fool of themselves. Whatever it is that they're doing, it's going to just be like, oh wow. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's get my other deck. Okay. I am feeling like new information is needed for an existing project, or you need to brush up on something, or maybe there's a new class that you're wanting to take, a new certification. Maybe you're just learning more about something that you're doing. I feel like you're trying to make the sensible or economical, smart choices in the month of August, because it seems like there's something here that could potentially be a a slight negative. I don't want to say it's a setback or anything like that, but with the Three of Swords being here, it feels like, let's say you make some sort of adjustment and you're like, damn, that's going to really set me back a little bit. I might not make as much, or I might take a hit. There's something like that happening. I do feel like you're covered in the sense that you have some sort of cushion or you have some sort of assistance that could, get you through it. But ultimately, it does feel like there is something that could possibly take a hit due to the choices or the changes that you're trying to make in the month of August. But overall, it is a good month. As long as you stay, financially responsible, everything will turn out fine if that's something that you're worried about. But if you're not worried about finances, I would definitely say manage your time well in the month of August, because it feels like there could be a number of things that you have to tend to or do. hmm You might be very busy, so just plan accordingly or plan ahead. It feels like there's going to be an earth sign lingering of and around. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But it seems like an earth sign could be still trying to linger around you. Or maybe you're trying to linger around one. Oh, could be vice versa. Mm. Overall, it's going to be a very good month. The biggest things here is be mindful of your time, manage your finances accordingly, because it does seem like you're going to have to make a choice which will kind of either set you back, or there's going to be a hit, or maybe there's like a week without pay or something like that. So just be mindful of that. There's an earth sign that really would like to be in your life, or that is lingering around, or vice versa, that's your energy towards them. I'm not quite certain if you want to reopen a cycle with someone, but they want to reopen a cycle with you. They could be coming in with an apology and that they want to work on things. But I would just be mindful, if it was a toxic situation, be mindful of putting yourself back in it. Anyway, that's your month of August. Like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Taurus. Taurus. Let's see what's going on for the month of August. Okay, let's see. Hold on, hold on. Things are just kind of like getting out of hand over here. So you could be trying to keep something together in the month of August, making sure everything aligns perfectly, making sure all your ducks are in a row. Okay. All right. So, what I would say in the month of August, definitely be mindful of the company you keep. It does feel like there's going to be minor distractions, competition in the work environment, but mostly it's going to be of and around someone trying to distract you. when it comes to romance or trying to love bomb you or something like that. Yeah, be mindful of this individual because I definitely feel like, hold on, your card fell. I feel like somebody is trying to pop back up, but you're doing so much better for yourself that you may not need someone who thinks differently than you to weigh you down. Let's see what's going on here. Now, as long as you stay on track, none of this is going to affect you. Competition in the work environment or competition in general, love bombs, going back in cycles, people trying to knock you off your square, none of it is going to work. It actually gets eclipsed or eliminated in the month of August if you stay focused. There's a person around you that has a Jezebel spirit. And I just got choked up. Someone around you has a Jezebel spirit and they're very lusty. They're very wanting to allure you or something like that. And I feel like this person, they believe that whatever it is that they say or do, that they could, charm you. But I don't feel like they're coming in with large enough offers in order to do so. So just be, very mindful of this person because that's all they think about is popping up on you, love bombing you, distracting you from your goals or your ambition. And I really feel like a lot of things are they're starting to go on for you, which it's not going on for this person. And having this person in your life, it can weigh you down. Yeah. There's a thing turning for you. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, the wheel is turning in your favor. There could be, slight increases at work or slight increases with your finances, with your progress, with your goals, ambition, whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like you have this enthusiasm of going towards it, and there's someone of and around you that's potentially trying to be some sort of negative force. Whether this is being in competition with you, being your rival, or love bombing you and distracting you that way. So you're going to have a number of distractions that pop up in the month of August, but I really don't feel like you're going for any of it because your eye is on the prize. The only thing I feel as though that would trip you up, if any, right, would be the person who's trying to love bomb you because they have a way of getting closer to you than maybe your rival would, or maybe, somebody who's in competition would. Yeah, you could be at work and, you see competition, or maybe in the work environment or the, I guess, industry that you're in, you can see, somebody who's your rival. You stay away from them. You know they don't like you, whatever. You have a thing with them, right? But this love offer or this love bomber, this person who has a Jezebel spirit, they're coming in and they have a way of getting close to you. They have a way of popping up on you or something like that. Maybe reaching out to you. Maybe they have your number. Maybe they know your social media. Maybe they know where you work. There's something along those lines of them being able to get a little bit closer than other people can. Okay, so that's something that I would say to be mindful of. Okay. So someone doesn't like you out and about, or they don't like the attention that you're receiving. They don't like the recognition that you're receiving. It does feel like, primarily speaking, you could be staying to yourself in the month of August, just kind of, working, keeping your head down, making sure that, your finances are in order, your home, your stability. Some of you could be trying to get a new car or something about a car. This person is very lusty. Okay, that is the biggest thing that I'm picking up here, that somebody's trying to get back into your good graces by way of alluring you. And if it's not lusty behavior, it's enticing or trying to influence you to do something, because it doesn't have to necessarily be lust, but it's attached to vices like, oh, Taurus, you want to go out with us, you want to have a drink, you want to smoke, you want to do this, do that. It's that type of energy, because obviously your competition and your rivals, they're not inviting you out like that. You know what I mean? And if they did, you probably wouldn't go. But in this scenario, it's more so of people trying to get close to you to control the narrative. Because I don't necessarily feel like they want to control you, but they do want to deviate you from the plan or something like that, because the devil card is not out here. It's more so influences and things like that. So just be mindful of that in the month of August. As long as you stay focused, you'll be fine, because there's major changes happening for you. And I feel like you're very enthusiastic about it. So whatever thing that you can think of and you're like, yes, I am enthusiastic about that. That's what I'm talking about. Stay focused on that. Stay focused on that goal, that plan, whatever reality that you're trying to create. And don't let anyone rear you or steer you off of that goal. Keep your eye on the prize. But that's really what's going on in the month of August. You're climbing up. You are moving in silence. Something about a home life and a car looks good as long as you put in the work and do the research. But stay away from toxic or negative influences. Free will is yours. You do exactly what you want to do. You don't have to listen to me. All right? Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Gemini. Gemini. What's going on? Let's see what's going on in the month of August. Someone's like wanting to have fun, but really doing their due diligence and planning. So I'm not sure what's going on. It seems like, yeah, I gotta, make sure I have some fun, but I gotta do this, that, this, that. So it seems like a full schedule, but also trying to balance out work life and home life. Someone's getting their kids ready for school. It's August though. I mean, I guess in some states school starts in August. Oh, okay. So romance. Dang. Wow. I don't like it. uh, you may be taking a hard look at different partnerships that you've encountered throughout the month of August. It feels like I don't know, you're realizing something. You're realizing that maybe sex is not better than love, or knowing when someone's trying to okie doke you or sell you a dream. There's an energy of you saying, love doesn't really have to be this complicated. It does not have to be this hard. Like it just doesn't. But there's a reality that you're tuning into when it comes to what you know and how somebody's coming towards you. So maybe you can see when people are being, you know, love balmy right off the bat. Maybe this is something you've learned. There's something about you growing in that capacity or in that manner. And it has a lot to do with how you feel and how you're moving towards relationships now. Mm, okay. It's like you could see the lust demon on someone immediately or something like that, or you see the fake from in the phony right off the bat. Like you no longer fall for the same things, or you no longer, I don't know. I don't want to say you're, what is it called? Like a fairy tale mentality, right? I don't want to say that you've lost that, but it's almost like you've put it to the back of your mind and now you're looking at things with a head over heart type of you know, that's what it's giving me. So you could be trying to date in August, or looking at different prospects. It's not to say that, you'll be with anyone, because again, you're looking at relationships a lot different or a lot differently. And you may even be taking a look at whether someone has certain status, a certain ranking. Are they secure? There's something like that going on. It's a lot of fire in a way. So a fire sign could have triggered these emotions and feelings. Doesn't have to be. But you're seeing past the illusion of something. And I feel like you also are steering clear of people who may be overly popular, or maybe they're overly flirtatious. Maybe that's something that you see in different people that you're like, yeah, no, that's not it. Now, it doesn't have to be that specifically, but there's something about how someone is being seen in the public that you're recognizing in other people that you don't want to adhere to. This is a different one. Seems more like just realizations about relationships and seeing past the illusion. I feel like you put people under the microscope these days. Mm. And there's also an aspect of putting priorities or work over just relationships. It's not to say that you're not balanced or anything like that, but let's say you get some sort of inkling of a red flag. You go, okay, well, I see a red flag. I'm going to focus on work. And it's that simple. It's that easy to, just all of a sudden just snap in right back into a different state of mind. I feel like your mind is wired differently in the month of August. Yeah, I don't know about this the public recognition or public status. I don't know if you are liking that or something. It's something about not liking someone who's overly popular or overly flirty. Maybe you like somebody who's a little bit more low key, a little bit more reserved. A Virgo could be significant, doesn't have to be. But it's more so of like liking a different style of person. Or that's what you're figuring out. Like I don't like this type anymore. I like this type. Like I like productive people. I like people who work and who's low key, who sticks to themselves, or something like that is going on in the month of August. Also, it seems like there has to be a depth. I'm not saying it has to be like soul recognition, but it's almost like that. It's like I'm not dealing with anyone that my intuition goes against at all. Even if I haven't seen a red flag, it's just like, oh, nope, that's it. I already can, nope, it's not it. You're not it. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I don't know what's happening here with you, Gemini, but it's no nonsense. Switching gears when it comes to relationships, seeing things from a different perspective, liking a different type of individual now, focusing on work and stability, and prioritizing people who focus on work and stability or maybe creativity, something like that, and just not wasting your time with people who have the gift the gab or something like that. You know, like I don't, that's kind of the whole thing. But why is it coming out? I don't know. You know, yeah. This is this. It's the same. It's like I'm not even like charged up for people like that anymore. I'm not charged up for people who speak like that, act like that, dress like that, whatever it is that's like that to you. Yeah, you this ain't it. No casual acquaintances, no casual hookups and things like it just makes me feel like you became a little bit more serious when it comes to relationship. It doesn't mean that you're not playful or um it doesn't mean any of that. It's just it I'm looking at things differently. That's just it. I'm looking at people differently, and the people who I connect to, I'm gonna have an actual connection with them, or we're not going to have any connection. That's kind of what it feels like, and it doesn't seem harsh or anything. It's just like this is what I now know about myself. This is what I now know that I want. So, yeah. Okay. Like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Cancer. Cancerian, what's going on, babes? Cancerian. Cancer, who's looking for you in the month of August? Why are you MIA? That's what they want to know. I feel like if somebody want to be MIA, then let them. So that's my philosophy. I ain't in the business of keeping nobody who don't want to be kept. Let's see. Month of August. Okay, so, oh wow. Okay, so there's a big goof troop of and around you in the month of August. Virgo can be significant, a Gemini, possibly, but it more so feels like there's someone around you who just does not get it. They just don't get it. I don't care how much sense you try to talk into this person, they're going to do what they want to do, say what they want to say. I feel like somebody keeps putting themselves in a situation over and over again because they say one thing and they do another. Look at this. So someone is seeing you as very put together. Yeah, I don't really feel like you could help this individual. They go that hermit. So the month of August seems to bring a lot of positivity and growth for you, happiness and abundance and all that good stuff. But someone else isn't experiencing that. And I feel like you might be trying to offer some sort of help or guidance, but this person's action doesn't match their words. I mean, well, their words doesn't match their actions. They can say all of these good things, but their vibration doesn't match. This is like trying to manifest, oh, I am successful. I am successful. But where's the energy behind that? The universe is acting on your energy, your vibrations. Those words are useless. So someone's like, no, I've been doing the affirmations. I've been saying it, you know what I mean? But the energy behind it, the intent behind it, there's something like that happening where somebody says one thing, do another, and they're in some sort of situation. I don't know. Let's see. It feel like you're trying to put somebody on. Like it seems like you're trying to put somebody on to game or something like that. But I don't know. Like, they're not, it's not taken. Like, this is like you're a teacher, right? You're teaching a class, and the student is like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, because you not really listening. You're not really taking the advice. You're doing what you want to do. I'm telling you, somebody's as above, so below. It's just not matching. Is matching in the way that whatever it is that they're feeling, that's what's being displayed, and they don't understand because they've been saying it right, or I've been doing the thing that you told me that. No, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. And I know that's not for everyone, but there's an energy here of overall someone saying, talking a big game, oh, I'll do this for you, Cancer, or I'll do that, and then they don't come through. Or someone saying that, yeah, I'm getting my life together, but then does something completely different. There's a mismatch energy in the month of August, and it is not yours. It's not yours. Because it seemed like you're the one who's trying to assist with getting somebody out of the mismatch energy. But someone can't get past their own feelings. Who is this trying to block you? There's a block here. Like reporting you, blocking you, complaining about you in some sort of way. And it actually turns in your favor. So something that someone attempts to do in the month of August is going to turn out better for you. So this, let's just say someone gossips, right? It They can gossip about you, and then it automatically puts you in the forefront because now everybody's checking for you. Something like that. Or they can, go to HR. Oh, I'm complaining about them. Then HR checks into you and actually see, oh wow, we need to promote this person. They're doing phenomenal. I'm actually glad they brought this person to my attention. Like, there's something like that that's gonna happen. Now, you know what? This person could be that person too. Maybe you're not even, I mean, they look at you to learn, but maybe you're not actively teaching them. Because this can be this person complaining about you and trying to block you and stop you and wondering why things aren't working out in their life. And they're like, well, I do the things that Cancerian does. No, you don't. Your intentions and your maliciousness keeps you from achieving the half of the things that I have. So that could be, they could be one and the same. But overall, in the month of August, it turns out in your favor. This doesn't hurt you in any type of way. I do want to check on this Capricorn energy. Maybe you know a Capricorn. If not, then let's see what this is about. Hmm. Well, it doesn't seem like a Capricorn. It seems like garbage. mm. Someone is seeing the offers that are coming in, but this is a person from your past. They're hoping you struggle. Now, I guess this could be that same person too. unless you have multiple people. But mostly it seems like a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but that's the energy surrounding this person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you should just continue to do whatever it is that you're doing, because for some reason, whatever they do, it's going to make you better. Whatever it is that they throw towards you, it's going to flip, reverse, and you come out on top. So complain to HR, you get a promotion. Complain to, your building or management of your building, then they say, oh wow, we need to fix up that unit, or maybe we need to give you a different one, a better one. Maybe we need to give you a better lease, a mortgage. It feels like there is some sort of energy of somebody being against you, but it works in your favor in the month of August. All right. All right, babes. Like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Leo. Leo. I don't know if someone's trying to waste your time or something like that, but time is on your side, or time is, yeah, time is on your side. Something is on your side. All right, so let's see what's going on in the month of August. You've learned a lot, or you will be undergoing or taking on a class, a certification, or something. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you've learned a lot. There's growth and expansion that has happened for you. And now you're realizing something, and it could be in regards to, ooh, wait, this is as plain as day, ain't it? This is as plain as day. You are no longer interested in someone. You finally got that booger off your finger. In the month of August, it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't like you like that. We're absolutely fine, because you've seen somebody be like, you've seen their ways, and I don't really feel like you like them at all. I'm not saying that you don't like the person. Now, it's showing that you don't like them anymore, but what I mean by that is you don't like their evil ways, their manipulative ways. You don't like the fact that they could have been treacherous, backstabber. Like, they just was all foul in different types of ways. And you're like, nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I have no space in my heart for you anymore. I'm okay with that. I do feel like they will occasionally try to pop up in the month of August, but for the most part, I do feel like things are moving along fairly nicely for you. All right, so let's go. Somebody tried to enchant you, or like, I don't know, there's something about a different force being here. not just, you know, a love or a lust thing. It was something else. A soulmate could have been a love spell. But I feel like this person can't cast it on you anymore. Something broke the spell. Now, even if it isn't a love spell, just something broke the illusion that was casted over them of being a good person, or being your person in general. So you can have a very good month. As long as you listen to your intuition and you keep doing the things that you have to do, you're going to have a very good month. Yours is more so of rebuilding, just rebuilding, and coming out of some sort of damaged situation. Maybe, you know, coming out of a breakup, maybe coming out of backstab and betrayal. Whatever it is that you are stepping away from, it does feel like this is now a time that you're going to be rebuilding, you're going to be growing, and setting some sort of firm foundation. And I do feel like you're going to be very happy with the progress that you're making, even though at first it's going to seem a little bit slow. But I do feel like by the end of August, you're going to see so much progress, and you're going to be very happy with yourself. Okay, so let's see. Mm. You could be isolating from a Virgo with Pisces or Aries in their chart, or vice versa. If they are Pisces, Aries, maybe they have Virgo in their chart. Even if none of those signs are significant, it does feel like you could be isolating from them or whomever because of the burden that they caused or placed upon you. I feel like there is a halted or blocked communication. You could be very quiet right now, not so much all over the place. Yeah, because look, they're the people from your past. They could be trying to make amends in some sort of way, but you can tell that they're not coming from a good place. You can tell that they may be lying or just trying to put things back the way it was, even though it was a not so great situation in the first place. I want to just call him a straight up liar, but I'm trying to be nice about it. You know what I mean? Because somebody was very much a liar. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. So loud. Yeah, this energy is, it's behind you. It's behind you. So it's not something that you really have to worry about. Yes, it's going to be still people trying to grab at your coattail, or, you know, grab you on your way out. and they could be lying or being manipulative or anything like that, or things like that. But it feels like it's behind you. As long as you continue to do whatever it is that you're working on, or do whatever it is that you're doing, you'll be just fine. Hmm. What is this, Leo? Is there someone you have your eye on? Let me see if it's attached to the past, or if this is like someone you. I think this is someone you're thinking of now. Who's that? Who's that person? So you leaving something behind to go towards something or someone that you actually want. Now, obviously, there's something that you actually want. You're working towards that. But there's someone here. And it feels like you have to make amends or apologize to them because of a past situation. So maybe this, family or exes or friends, whatever it is, got in the way, and maybe you didn't pursue somebody who was actually for you, a friend that was for you, a lover that was for you, or something here like that. So it seems like making amends with someone who you actually like. Okay, so whomever you're walking away from, they know that that's what you're walking towards. And that could have been them trying to prevent you from getting there in the first place. Now, it doesn't have to be any of that, but the biggest thing here is you are leaving a past situation behind that was not great at all. It didn't put you in a good headspace. It may have been very uncomfortable. Now you are working on some sort of new goal, a new foundation, and you're moving towards something slow and steady. By the end of the month, you're going to see the biggest progress. So it is going to take until about the end of the month for you to see what you are trying to fully realize or manifest. And there's also a potential person here who you want to make amends with, so that you have a good standing with them, or you guys can put things back into perspective. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Virgo. Virgo, let's see what's going on in the month of August. August for Virgos. I don't have any messages for you, so we're just going to get your cards. Now I do. Someone's looking at your circumstance and looking at theirs and feeling as though, oh well, you have the upper hand, or you don't have to do this, or you don't have to do that, or I live in this place and you live in that place. I have this going on, you don't. There's somebody who's comparing your life to theirs and feeling as though you have the upper hand in a situation when they don't even really know your circumstance. They don't know what's going on in your life. They're just making excuses as to why theirs is not good. Okay. So in the month of August, there is someone who feels as though they can pop up on you. But I feel like anything that they attempt to do or anything that they try to do, it may not work. They could even be asking for advice. Well, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? And I feel like somebody is going to come up short every time when it comes to trying to pursue or do something. Someone may even be trying to appear a certain way. It feels like it's more so of a fake flexer because someone's trying to make themselves look a certain way or be a certain way. They could be getting advice and things like that so that they can reconcile with you, get back in your life, or maybe even show you that their life is better than yours, since we did have that message of somebody comparing their life to yours. There's something like that. But mostly it feels like it's someone wanting to have some sort of reunion with you. But it could be for the purposes of, trying to make you see that their life is good or something like that. Let's just see. Because someone's looking pretty foolish in the month of August with the tactics that they're trying to attempt. And they're going to find out that nothing that they attempt to do is going to work. So if you are cross watching for Virgo and you're attempting to do things, I would actually say don't waste your whole August because that's what you're essentially going to do. But hey, free will is yours. You do exactly what you want. Four of Cups, first card out. Hangman. Whatever somebody is attempting to do, child boo. That's it. Because it's just not happening. Look at that. Five of Cups. Look. Tis what it is. Somebody with fire in their chart, possibly Sagittarius, is going to try to make some sort of offer. They could also have Pisces in their chart. The devil's at the bottom, Capricorn energy. Someone's stuck on making this decision to pop up on you, come towards you, either to impress you or to just get back into your life. They want something here. But I don't feel like this is something that you want. I don't feel like this is something that you're accepting into your life. With the Eight of Wands, the Justice, and the Knight of Swords, you've made it clear that you don't care about whatever it is that this person is projecting. Whether this is, well, look at my fancy life, my life is more fancier than yours, or if this is, I want to get back into your life and I'm just trying to put on or something like that. It either way or however it goes, there is an energy of you not paying attention to whatever it is that somebody's doing. So let's see. I do want to check on this. Ten of Swords, Hermit, Ace of Swords. Someone is coming to the conclusion that it is what it is. Like, everything has been said. This is the truth now. This is what's happening. Like, I feel like there's a clear indication here that you've said what you said, Virgo. And things are just balanced out for you. You could be keeping to yourself, doing your own thing. You might even be isolating. If you're not isolating, then this is another Virgo. There's Libra here. This could be their chart, yours. Seems like it could be even a group as well. Maybe these people are all together. Maybe they're saying, oh, well, maybe you should go to Virgo, try to work things out. Maybe this is your family. Maybe this is them and their family. However it works, there's a group of people wanting to regain some sort of foundation here with this Ten of Pentacles. But it also feels like whatever it is that they're doing, it's like you don't want to have that conversation because you've already made up your mind. And judgment has already been called on this. It's like the case is closed or something like that. I don't know what this is, but it's really giving me trying to push at a wall. Just, I'm gonna push this wall. Why? Why are you doing that? Oh, so it's because somebody doesn't like the outcome. They don't like the outcome. Either something that you've exposed, or they're just fighting against their intuition because the outcome is just what it is. Justice came out twice, and it's saying this is what's fair, this is what's meant to be, this is how it, things are going to go. With the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, it's like, no, that's not it. That's not how it's going to be. And either they're fighting with their intuition on this and still trying to do something, or you've exposed something to let people know that it's just like justice has been made. It's prevailing. I don't even know how to explain this because it kind of seems dumb. The Devil. Okay. Well, Virgo seems like they will waste their time in the month of August. It does not matter. They're still going to try to put the square peg in the round hole. So just be mindful of it. I don't really feel like you have anything to worry about or think about because you've already moved on, or you've already walked away from a situation. There's a lot of cycles closing out. And I'm noticing that with the energy that is of and around us, but I'm also noticing with each sign that I get into, there's cycles closing out. And then there are people who are still holding on to try to keep something open. It's already closed. And they're fighting not with you, not with the collective. They're fighting the universe on this. Oh no, I'm going to open up that cycle. Oh yeah? You're going to fight with God? You're going to fight with the universe? Well, go ahead, square up. Do that. Because what? So someone's fighting with the inevitable in the month of August because they feel like they should be able to work on things. They feel like they should be able to reopen a cycle or redo something. They don't know how, but they know that they want to try. I feel like this is not being able to accept something. This is denial. That's exactly what it is. So I guess, Virgo, what you would have to, you don't really have to worry about nothing. Let's actually do something a little bit different. Let's do something a little bit different because this right here, it don't make any type of sense, right? Let's see. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of looking at the staggering behind energy, Okay. All right. Look at this. Nine of Cups at the bottom. So what you can expect in the month of August, Virgo, is there seems to be a lot of social gatherings happening. It doesn't really feel like you could be interacting, but it feels like you're out and about doing things. There's also someone who want to connect with you on a deeper level, and you still have a group watching you. Like they're trying to watch your relationships or something like that. Yeah, there's a person who wants to try to block your relationship, and that person is with these other people. hmm Goofy. Well, they're going to fail, and that's that. But what you can expect is a relationship could be possibly blooming or blossoming. Maybe you're getting connected on a deeper level to your current partner, but there is love here, there's socializing here, and then there's a mean HOE who wants to block your love life, doing it with, I heard, sisters or feminine figures. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but they're going to fail miserably, so it doesn't really matter about them. All right? Yeah. Hold on, I want to check something else. Okay. We'll keep that to ourselves, but I can say that you're very secure, okay, in the month of August. So don't worry about anything. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Libra. Libra. Let's see what's going on, babes. You could be rolling your eyes at someone. Maybe somebody with Virgo in their chart. Also Sagittarius. 1 second, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Okay. There's something that's gonna catch your eye or catch your attention online. So I'm not sure if this is like a person, a sale, a course, but something is drawing you in. You're like, oh yeah, I think I need that, or I like that, something like that. So I feel like you're very much being drawn in by something online in the month of August. This could just be you adding stuff to cart. Oh, here we go with this one. What? Stop it. Okay, so in the month of August, it does feel like somebody has to get out there and do something. Now, I am seeing this could possibly be your energy as well, Libra, and it's not in a negative way. Let's just say you say you don't have friends, or you say you want love, but you stay in the house all the time. Or you don't talk to people when you're out and about. You get what I'm saying? So it feels like there's an energy of slightly contradicting yourself. Now, if this isn't your energy, this is someone who you could be saying, look, well, you just need to go do it. If you want a job, get a job. If you want, to start a business, start a business. There's also that. And I feel like somebody around you would prefer to have a handout as opposed to actually doing something for themselves. They don't want to get up and do what they have to do. They want everybody else around them to do it for them. So I don't know. This is a goofy example, but let's say somebody's always complaining, "Oh, my body, I need to go and exercise, or I need to get out," and it's like, okay, well, go do it. Oh, well, that's a lot of work, or it's raining, or you know what I mean? Like, it's giving me that type of energy. So somebody's complaining without actually doing something about it in the month of August. Okay. Be mindful of overindulging. It doesn't feel like it's negative, but just be mindful of overindulging. Because I feel like in the month of August in particular, and it depends on where you are in your journey, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to gain weight, it feels like the weight can fluctuate. Okay. 7 of Cups. You could be thinking about leaving someone behind in the month of August, like almost giving up on them. So you could be saying, look, I don't know why I got to tell Joe all the time about, he talking about he want a job, but he ain't never getting up. I've done had it. You get what I'm saying? So it could be an energy of wanting to give up on somebody. And then there's a weird thing here. So let's say this person complains about not having friends. And you go, well, you got to get out and go interact with people. But then they flip it and go, well, you don't have friends either. Why you don't interact with anybody? I didn't say I wanted that. You get what I'm saying? So there's also an energy of that as well. So try not to be triggered by someone because I feel like they're trying to flip it and Uno reverse it on you when that's not something that you say you wanted. Maybe, yeah, I fit in the category, but I didn't say I wanted to change it. So you could say, oh, I need to work out, I need to work out. But don't flip it and say, well, you need to work out. No, no, don't. I don't want to work out. You get what I'm saying? There's something like that going on. So try not to be triggered by this person in the month of August because I feel like this person, it has a thing about them that not only contradicts themselves but contradict other people or twist around their words in some sort of way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of get this feeling you might be over it because in the month of August they're going to say something along the lines of like, no, I'm serious now. I'm serious. This is what I really want to do. I really want to go get that job. I really want to, go out and work out or go out and meet people or whatever it is that the scenario, right? And I feel like you're going to get to a point where you're like, man, I don't even want to, like, nah. Because you've said this before. You say you want to do this. You say you wanted to, I don't really want to. It's not it. It's not it. You already told me you wanted to do this in the month of July, in the month of June, April, May. You know what I mean? Like it's just a whole bunch of all of this that you've been saying, and now I kind of feel like it's almost like the boy who cried wolf. You know, the boy who cried wolf. Because now you're not taking it seriously. Now you don't really care to entertain it. Oh no, I really want to learn now. I really want to learn how, you do that job or you manifest or you whatever. But it's like you're like, kind of over it. A Leo could be significant as well. Doesn't have to be. I do feel like this person is going to try to lay it on thick now. They're going to be saying something along the lines of, yeah, no, 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 this is something that I have to do. I have to get this done. And you could be looking at it like, I'm hesitant on this. I'm hesitant to, wanting to reinvest or wanting to try. Hold on. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Hold on, hold on. My hands are dry. The cards feel funny, and I'm just like, oh, my hands are dry. Okay. I'm ready. I feel like you're going to have to see some sort of progress or see them actually put in the work before you want to help them. Because again, you've seen this time and time before. So you're not really enthusiastic about, assisting or helping to get this person to where it feels like you want them to be as opposed to them, because it's like every time they bring it up you're excited and you're happy to show them, to help them, to do this, and when it comes time for them to do it they're like, oh well, you get what I'm saying? So I feel like you have to start seeing this person wanting to do better or actually doing better for you to want to open back up. But for now, in the month of August, it seemed like you are almost giving up on this individual. All right. Okay, babes. Like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Scorpio. Scorpio, they've done their big one and they can't do no more. They have done their big one and they cannot do anything else. Okay, so you are in the clear. You are in the clear. Okie dokie. Your cards just want to jump. All right, so let's see what's happening in the month of August. I feel like you've been through almost the worst at this point in time. Not in a sense that, everything was thrown at you, but I feel like during this season or time, you've experienced lack, you've experienced disappointments, you've experienced setback. Now I feel like you're moving into a space where everything is going to start leveling out for you and you're going to get the answers that you need. It still seems to be somebody of and around you trying to manipulate a situation so that you can continue a cycle with them. Someone's trying to put you back into an illusion or a delusion. Like I said, you're good. Now, it feels like your life is turning around, yes. But romance might not be the best right now. It seems like it's a little bit more complicated than you would want it to be. But your life is going to get better. Your life is turning out. Mm. There also could be a situation with you and a Virgo that kind of seems like maybe it's not, like maybe it's hard, or maybe it shouldn't be this complicated, or somebody's holding back. There is an energy of that. A Leo can be significant. Oh, wow. All these people. I don't like how they coming out. You got too many people in your business worrying about what you're going to do and how you're going to make your choices. Shouldn't they worry about themselves? There go that hermit. Shouldn't people stay out of it? What's really going on here? Let's see. This person can't say not a daggone thing. I don't know who they are or what they're doing, but everybody wants them to shut up. So they seem childish anyway, so they need to shut up. This one's hesitant and scary of moving forward because of what they're thinking. So they're afraid of the next action that they're trying to put in front of them in the month of August. And this person is isolating, being by themselves, but doing very well for themselves. Somebody's watching this one. The one who's doing very well for themselves and isolating, someone's watching them closely. Who is this? Now, either this person is isolating because they want to avoid any type of conflict, pain, disappointment, or arguments, or there is a Virgo who has some sort of conflict, argument, or negative energy towards this individual. Or it doesn't have to be a Virgo per se. It could just be, somebody just have those intentions towards that person. Mm, hold on. So I feel like you're either this one who would like to take a leap forward or take a step forward and reach out to this one, or you're this person who's isolating and just working and doing the things that they need to do. This person is casted out. Nobody wants to speak to them. Nobody want to hear them. Nobody cares about anything that they have going on or saying. So that part. What is going on here? This is the weirdest energy. Because I don't see how it's related. But I'm going to break it down. And then if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. Okay. So it seems like this person, the one who would like to move forward but is up in their head, wants to speak to this individual who is isolating and doing well for themselves. But this person could have been in the middle. Either this was this person's spouse or former spouse, or this is just somebody who is trying to be in the middle of these two. I don't know who this one is, but and I don't know how they play a role, but they come across as being either childish or causing some sort of confusion in this situation. So now it's conflict on both sides. This one's isolating and working, maybe hurt. This one's in their head, reluctant to make a decision to move forward because there's so many things that they're thinking that could go wrong or would go wrong. And meanwhile, we got this bozo in the middle who's distorting reality, who's being childish and manipulating the circumstance. Now, right now, at this point in time in the month of August, this person is out of the picture because, again, no one wants to hear anything from them, see anything, nothing about this person. They've been casted out, they've been excommunicated. But now it's up to these two that's having this weird little situation. And I don't know how they connect or how they would connect. Especially because there's a lack of communication. Okay. This person caused a wedge between these two. Now they could have been connected, this one and this one, maybe as a couple, maybe this is a family member, maybe even a co-worker. But why would they step in between? I mean, if this was their partner, then, but still, if this was a partner of this person, then why would this person be here? You get what I'm saying? Something isn't right. I think this one's a liar and distorted reality about something that went on. Because they're, like I said, they're coming up as being childish. They're being, let's see what that is. Not unless these people they were together or is together and they have a child, and maybe that's why this person doesn't want to interfere. No, no, this person didn't want this one to have a relationship because they don't want to be with them. They want to be with whoever this is, this person. Let's see. It's a lot of drama here, huh? I mean, I don't really know. It's not really drama, but it's something that happened that really just caused a whole chain of events. So I feel like this one in the middle distorted reality and created a wedge between these two who actually really liked each other. Now, this connection between the two, either this is a friend, well, not a friend, a family member or a co-worker who didn't like this one, or vice versa, however it go. but it feels like this person, it wasn't really whatever they said it was. It wasn't. And that's why nobody's listening to them anymore, because they're a liar. Or they, maybe not even a liar, maybe they just manipulated to make it seem like something. Because let's say they were together. And let's say they separated, they broke up, they weren't. This person could come in and say, that's my person, when it's not, but they were. You get what I'm saying? Something like that could have happened. Like, there is an energy of distorting reality to make it seem like something that it wasn't. So in the month of August, it honestly feels like the person who was creating all of the illusion, the confusion, and whatever, they're the one who is being taken out of the picture. No one's listening to them. They're a mute at this point. Now it's up to these two to figure something out. There seems to be a communication issue that has to be fixed in order to have something go on. But other than that, yeah. Okay, that was a lot. Like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look and see what's going on in the month of August. All right, so let's see. I don't really have any messages for you guys. I do feel like someone likes the way you think. A Libra or a Gemini could be significant. Or maybe someone likes the way you sort out things, or you get to the bottom of something. Okay. All right, so love seemed to be taking a back seat in the month of August. Yeah, because you could be loving on yourself, not really focusing on other people at this point in time. Either you could be mentioning this to other people or even online, talking about different types of relationship or how people are in relationships, or this is whomever you hung out to dry, whomever you got rid of. This person could be going to the internet and like, oh well, Sagittarius is this and that, and they, this is how they did me and this is how they treated me. I just feel like you are focusing on yourself because somebody felt like they were just so confident, so I got it in the bag, that you would come back to them or you would give to them or something like that. But I feel like you kind of just bossed up and did your own thing. And you could look at this person differently now. Now that you've isolated and you're able to see them for who they truly are. Maybe a Leo. All right, let's see. You might have felt with this card here, you might have felt it as though even if you were in a relationship with someone, they were always thinking about themselves. They might have felt that way about you too. But somebody doesn't want to be cut off in the month of August, I can tell you that one. They're thinking of their master plan. Let's see what this magician is. Magician. Okay. They spells don't work on you. Whatever spell that they're doing, it does not work on you. Or their manipulation tactic or something like that, you still stay to yourself. They're wondering how they could do it. If they can't speak to you, if they can't really, how can I manipulate Sagittarius if I can't speak to them? Or that they won't take my calls. You also have somebody who's quite argumentative. Yeah, they want to argue. I don't like how this person thinks. This is somebody who would argue with you to make peace with you, or the makeup to the breakup to make up. Somebody just needs drama, and I feel like you don't want drama. And they could be telling everybody about this. And it doesn't just have to be romantic. It does have a big romantic tone to this one. But it could also be a friend who, starts drama and then all of a sudden, they want to make peace and stuff like that. And it's like, you can't do that. And they might give you the, well, you know how I am. Ha ha ha. But the biggest dilemma for someone in the month of August is trying to figure out if they aren't able to speak to you or if they aren't able to get to you, how can they manipulate something? Because they don't know where you're going to show up. They don't know where you're going to be. Yeah, your moves are really quiet. They don't know what you're up to. And they swear you could be like on the low seeing someone else. Like that's all that's in their mind. Or, it got to be somebody else. That's why they're not seeing me. I already know it's somebody else. They're not just by themselves. They're not, MIA for nothing. The reason why they can't pick up their phone is because that B is there, that N is there. You get what I'm saying? Like something like that. What do you have going on in the month of August, Sagittarius? You got somebody tripping. They really tripping about you. But this person is not healed. They would probably be a decent person, but they're not healed. Let me see. I feel like they're throwing subliminals. Like if they are posting about you, it's like, well, what do you do when somebody's not answering your calls and you're trying to be nice to them? That type of energy. Because, like I said, they don't know how to speak to you or communicate or reach out, or there's something about the communication either being cut off or they don't know where you are. That's their biggest dilemma. Now, you might be seeing someone else. I mean, it does show, like, you know, a potential person that could be here, but mostly it's them in their head thinking that you have somebody because you cut them off. Or you're hanging out with your other friends. That's why you don't want to answer my calls or whatever. It's not really much going on. I feel like you are pretty secure. That's all it's showing, is that you're secure, you're doing your own thing. It doesn't seem like you're gonna have many lows or super highs in the month of August. It seemed like it's just slow and steady. Everything's cool, everything's great. Nothing really is, nothing to really talk about. But mostly here is there is a friend, a family member, or a lover in particular, who is trying to find a way to reach out to you because they want to get back in your good graces. And they swear you are hanging out with other people, hanging out with another person. That's why you won't entertain them. That's about it. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Capricorn. Caps. What's up? Capricorn. What's happening with you in the month of August? I feel like some of you are going to need some popcorn. Now, that could just be a snack that you like, or maybe you're going to the movies a lot or taking yourself out in the month of August. But it mostly feels like it's just for the show that you're going to be watching. And it seems like it's everybody else's life. You turn this channel, you got your siblings. You turn this channel, you got your funky cousins. You turn this channel, you got your coworkers. There seems to be something like that going on in the month of August. There's also somebody wondering if you want to be tied down, if you want to be locked down. If somebody feels like they can't say something to you. I don't feel like they're blocked. It just feels like they feel like they can't say anything to you. Okay, so you're doing your own thing. Okay, so Capricorn, the fact that everything is going kind of well, or as well as it can be in the month of August, The universe is gonna throw you a little razzle dazzle. It's like, oh, okay, I see y'all trying to be peaceful and serene. Got a little something for you. You also have someone who could be doing something dumb for money. Yeah, it feels like somebody could be doing something real stupid. Uh, Someone who works from home is very, I don't know, they could be very caged. So maybe tell them that they need to get outside. Feels like somebody is working very hard. But here's the thing, okay, going back to the person who could be doing something dumb for money. Now, it feels like there's something that someone is tied to or they do for a living. And maybe they don't necessarily want to do that because they do feel tied down or they do feel caged. And they could be potentially wanting to step out of their comfort zone or step out of something to do something else for money. And maybe that's just not the best use of their time or energy or even efforts right now. So that could be either that could be your energy or that could be theirs, somebody else's. Uh, if you need to keep your health in order, definitely stay motivated in the month of August. Okay, I think that is about it. Let's see. Somebody wants to hang out with you. You're going to get more invitations in the month of August. But I feel like it's not too many that you want to do or participate in. It feels like it's a group of friends, or it could be your family. I don't know, you don't get along with somebody in that group, and you would prefer to not hang out with them, or you would prefer to not do the things that they want to do. Now, the other friend, I feel like you're okay with doing things with, but I don't know. Let's see. And I do feel like you share this information. Let's say, it's three of you. Let's because we have three people, right? And you say, "Oh well, I don't really like person A," and you're person B, and then there's person C. So B and C, you guys are like, "Well, I understand you really don't like them, but they are part of our ABC group." And it's like, yeah, but I don't care about that. That's the type of energy that I'm getting from this little situation. Turn up that one. You may even be on the other end of saying, like, yeah, I don't want to hang out with those people anymore. Maybe you're A and the B and C, you don't want to hang out with them anymore. So you're opting to not hang out with them. Because there's an energy of just like pushing away or doing your own thing, but people wanting to call you and extend an invitation. I kind of want to see where you are. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. So honestly, you feel more so like the person who just doesn't want to hang out with anyone. And it's not because of anything in particular. You could just say, look, I don't want to do those things anymore. I'm not interested in that. I want to save money. I'd rather just do this by myself. It could be a number of things as to why you're wanting to do something the way you want to do it, but it doesn't involve a group. It doesn't involve a collaboration. Yeah. And one of them, they don't know. They're oblivious to how you feel about it. The other one has an idea that you won't be entertaining them anymore, or you won't be going or doing something. So it's a possibility that you can speak to one of them a lot better than the other. Or again, the other person is just really oblivious and not really self aware. So they don't notice these things. Yeah. I don't know why you guys are coming out in this way. So, because the ones that can continue to hang out with each other, they're similar. So maybe they are co-workers and you don't work at that job anymore, or maybe they are family and you are a friend of a family. How else could it play out? Maybe you guys have different backgrounds and you're from, a different side of town or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a cultural difference and they're the same. This is not an important feature or aspect of this reading. It's just to give you more clarity as to what I'm trying to say or the picture I'm trying to convey. Because it seems like those two can hang out a lot more, or they have more access to each other, or they have things in common, and you would rather just do something on your own. Now, it could just be a work thing. Maybe you just don't work at that job anymore. But I can tell you don't want to really socialize with the one who's oblivious or just not self aware, and you would rather do your own thing. And you've told this to the other person, and this person completely understands that. So that's kind of what's happening in the month of August. You are isolated and doing your own thing, slowly but surely distancing yourself from a friend group, a work group, family group, however it plays out. And that's kind of it. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see what's happening for you in the month of August. Okay. You could be making a way out of no way. You also could be finding inventive ways of earning cash, earning an income. You might even find money in your pants pocket. Oh, what is this? Whoa. Okay, so again, I really feel like there is some sort of innovative way of you actually, earning cash, earning something here. And you might have somebody to who wants something from you, or who could want a handout. But you could be, dead in this. Like it's a no. It's a no for me, dog. So in the month of August, you could be thrusted into some sort of leadership position, and there could be people around you who could be asking for a leg up or a handout in some sort of way. Somebody might even be wanting to see if they could get a job with you, or if you could speak to somebody for them. Someone's finances aren't correct. We have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. It kind of feels like somebody could be speaking to you about how they could fix things or get things correct, but you might not have any answers for them. You might be saying, "Look, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't have any answers for you." Or they could be asking you for assistance. Somebody's exhausted their options or exhausted their resources, and now they need to figure it out. But yeah, they don't know they can't pull themselves out of a hole or something like that. And they could be looking towards you or looking your way in order to help them resolve an issue or resolve a situation. Like, I feel like they want you to speak to somebody for them. Like, clear the air or something. So in the month of August, someone's struggling, and they want you to help them out. They want you to see if you could do something, or, oh, do you know anybody, anything like that? Or, yeah, they're trying to have conversations with you about, you know, making something work. But for some reason, it's like I just don't feel like that's possible. And it almost feels as though I gotta actually stay away from you because you got some bad juju on you, or you are associated with negative energy because now everybody is seeing something, how something played out because they exhausted something. They did it. Like, I don't know what they did, but yeah, they're trying to get you to help them be an independent contractor or work with something or do something. But again, I don't, their reputation isn't the best. I don't know why they asking you. Maybe they feel like you are the one who can help. Maybe because they had a relationship with you before, in whatever way that is, like maybe a friendship, maybe a romantic partnership, maybe you're their cousin, their sister, their brother, whatever. And they're like, yeah, if you could just get me X, Y, and Z, and I'll be able to do this. And I don't know. But in the month of August, somebody is needing your help, but I really honestly feel like you aren't able to help them or you don't want to help them because of their reputation and because of their standing and whatever it is that they did to put them in this situation. So, yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll see ya. Pisces. Pisces. What's going on with you in the month of August? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going on. I feel like somebody might be a gambler or they like to, gamble. They do betting of some sort. Because when I got to your sign, one, I was excited, but two, you know how when people like they have dice and they blow on them, that's what it feels like. Let's get a good card. Let's get a good card. Something like that. All right, so let's see what's going on. Well, you're looking good. Oh, okay. Uh, wow. Well, these cards are just something. uh, I just feel like there's regret here. There's regret that somebody didn't treat you fairly or properly or something like that, and now they could be watching you from wherever and getting a different perspective, and now they're motivated to, pop back up or do right by you or something like that. But I don't feel like that's how it is anymore. Somebody also could be blaming you for something that went down, but it's all their fault because they did some weird stuff. So something didn't work out. Either your heart is not the same way towards this person because of whatever it is that they did, or this person is now kicking themselves in the butt because they see you, they see your worth, and now they're motivated. Or both, who knows? Let's see. I feel like you're always out of reach of this person now. They can see you. They know that you're there. Maybe you have social media. Maybe they work at the same job in the same neighborhood. However it is, you're always there, but they cannot get near you. They can't touch you. Nothing like that. A Virgo, a Gemini can be significant, doesn't have to be. Someone's having a big realization, huge realization. Because something is really leveling out for you in the month of August. And it feels like your hard work is paying off. And somebody sees this, now they want to love on you. Now they want to like you. Now they want to be your friend. Now they, want to be supportive. It's like, where was that energy when it was needed, when it was necessary? It wasn't. And now they're just watching you from a dark room or something. Ooh, like I said, they're seeing a whole bunch of goodness come in for you and they can't be a part of it. They can't touch it. They can't smell it. They can't do anything. It's just all about watching it. Just watching things go down. Just knowing that you were a real solid individual. Your money is getting so much better as well. There's it more so seems like you'll be able to save a lot more in the month of August. So it doesn't feel like there's going to be a big depletion here. It feels like you're going to be able to save a good amount. You'll be the money that you make that you do have to spend. It feels like once you do spend it, you look at your bank account and you're like, huh, okay, I'm still good. That's what it feels like here. So money in savings and money in check-ins. That's what it feels like. You could also be traveling. Someone doesn't see your car in the driveway and they're like, well, what do you think Pisces is? Nowhere that you know. It seems like with the five of cups and the three of swords, with the six of wands being here, your recognition is surprising to someone because they did not think that you would be in this position that you're in now. Somebody didn't realize that you were going to, I don't know, elevate or get promoted or get a raise or wherever it is that you are slowly but surely getting into. Someone did not think that you were going to be able to get there, or that's what they wanted to believe. But every time they look, you're getting better and better. You're going on vacation or you will be traveling. Your finances are improving. And all they could do is just hear good news about you. And this person really, really wants to show you some sort of kindness now. Because everything that you may have lost with this person or because of this person you're now getting back. And it's you are using your intuition, your angels, your spirit guides, whomever you subscribe to. You're using all of this to manifest abundance into your life. And yes, it's not going to happen overnight. This is like slow and steady progress. But this person is seeing your slow and steady progress. So by the end of August, I feel like you're going to be, one, in a really good situation. Two, you might have a really nice tan because you went somewhere. And three, your bank account is going to be pretty stable. Checking and savings type stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're just watching whatever it is that they can see, because they can't see it all. So let's say you do go on vacation. They see that your car's not in the driveway, but they don't know where you went. You get what I'm saying? Or let's just say you're of and about in the neighborhood. They see you buying new things, but they don't know where your money is coming from. You get, it's something along those lines. So it's like they're watching you, but they can't see the full extent of whatever is happening in your life. And now all they want to do is love you, like you, be a part of whatever it is. This person could even be like having emotional mood swings in terms of like feeling real low or depressed, maybe even sad because they effed up. But you look really good in the month of August. Money is looking good. You might be traveling. And yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, especially since you're coming back. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya.